Hello, everyone. Welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. My name is Prabhat, founder at Online Seller UK, and we've got a very interesting topic today. It's marketplace trends for 2026 and what sellers need to know. And I'm joined by Emma from GS1 UK, and we'll talk different things and different shifts in the marketplace and AI and all that sort of thing. So, right, Emma, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Uh, Excellent. So I think it's better for you to introduce yourself, and we can take it from there.
Amazing. So I'm Emma. I'm one of the engagement managers in GS1 UK. I work on the retail marketplace team. So we have 60,000 members here in the UK. About 1,000 new members join every month, and about 80% of those are joining to trade on marketplaces. So we work very closely with the marketplaces to ensure they use our standards properly and to be able to help support our members trade on those marketplaces.
Excellent. So things are changing all the time. So what sort of things or trends are you seeing change in the marketplace area?
Yeah, definitely. I think the last couple of years have been a lot of big change. We're definitely seeing the kind of more established Amazon and eBay kind of be, have a bit more competition, I think, especially in terms of social commerce, which we're seeing is the most growth in terms of our membership. So yes, becoming a key destination for shoppers, TikTok Shop particularly with that content driven and very engaging content that kind of translates into sales. I'm also seeing people like eBay launch into live selling as well. So we can kind of see, this isn't a trend that's going away. It's something that the big guys are embracing and adopting as well. At the same time, direct to consumer models are gaining big momentum. So Shopify and brand owned sites have seen huge growth. I think it can be a lot easier for a brand to launch onto their own site than go into kind of someone like Amazon or eBay. They can kind of test their product a bit more and it kind of launch using social commerce and tell their brand stories and then direct sales through things like Shopify. And it can really allow you to personalize your shopping experience. So yeah, definitely more growth across kind of those Shopify, TikTok, eBay Live, and those things.
Okay, so I think I want to pick up on the social commerce a little bit because a lot of us, well, I shouldn't use the word dinosaur, but anyway, I've used it. So, okay, let's talk about social side of things. A lot of times, it's something new for everybody, and it's very difficult to take some new things, right? So you've given
Yeah.
example of TikTok, for instance. Is this something now becoming a norm and we should all get on with it?
Yeah, definitely. I think even most big brands and starter brands are kind of building TikTok into their launch, I guess. But you can really, as a small brand, tell your story, and it kind of lets you advertise with small costs. You, as a brand founder, can kind of get on TikTok, live stream, tell your story, show packaging, kind of low cost quality marketing that kind of builds a base for your brand, and it kind of helps you find your consumer. So yeah, I definitely think people like L'Oreal are huge on TikTok Shop. Like that's one of their biggest avenues across the whole of Europe. So it isn't just for those starter founders. The big guys are there now as well.
Yeah, so you don't have to make complicated stuff, as you're saying. You can make up something real and yourself. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Right.
the organic real content actually does much better on TikTok. Watching people package and personalize product and that kind of stuff does so well on there.
Okay, excellent. So let's talk about AI. I don't think we can avoid that. That's another area we are seeing a lot of trend going on. And also, I know GS1 is quite tuned on to getting structured data and stuff like that. So talk to us, what is structured data and how we can link up structured data and AI together?
Yeah, so I guess the best example I have of it would be that your GTIN. So Google say that an ad with structured data or GTIN in gives you 40% more impressions and 20% more sales. So AI is able to really find your product, your specific product, much more easily. And it's only going to increase especially as the marketplaces integrate AI into those systems. So yeah, it's really worth using your GTIN and putting it on, listing it on your product.
Yes. So with Amazon, obviously it's a mandatory side of things. So with eBay, it's not mandatory as such. Is it
No,
the
no,
sorry, go on.
eBay isn't mandatory, but they do recommend using a GTIN. But they are beginning to do a lot more work around structured product data. So
Mhm.
pulling in product reviews and feed listings into Google Shopping specifically. So it's definitely worth, even though it's not mandatory, but yeah, including the GTIN. And we are seeing a lot more marketplaces actually mandate the use of GTIN. So over the last year, we've seen people like Walmart, The Range, and Tesco all kind of quite fair, well, not the Walmart probably, but newer to the marketplace ecosystem, and they're mandating the use of GTIN for product listings. So it is something we're seeing more of, and it's definitely driven by one legislation because there's lots of stuff coming down the pipeline from Europe and other places, but definitely because of LLMs and AI.
Yes, I want to plug in a little bit other deviation on this. It's about counterfeit products. So, you know, I believe there is a link between the GTN and avoiding counterfeit products. So, how do you link these two together?
Well, Amazon check the GTIN against our database to make sure that it's the right product and it's the right person and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Um, And then they're working very hard at the moment on kind of like the compliance piece on it. So having
Yes.
the regular, like the certificates and things behind the GTIN as well. So I think you'll see a lot more coming over the next like couple of years in terms of being able to root out those counterfeit products through GTINs and structured data.
Yeah, absolutely. So, are you saying Amazon now checks the number live, whether they're actually present in GS1 or not?
Yeah, so they've done it for a while, but I think they're always growing categories and sort of checking up on different things. And you can be if you have a historic not GS1 GTIN and they kind of
Yeah.
review it and it comes up in the searches, then they can delist you and you're starting again from your product really. So it is really important for people who are kind of listing on Amazon to start off with that GS1 GTIN because it's really difficult. There's nothing you can really do post that. So they will just delist your product and there's nothing we can do either.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm still seeing some sellers using um, GTs bought elsewhere. Um, you know, very recent. I can say I've seen it this week, for
Oh,
instance.
wow.
Yeah, so still people are using. I think it's a lack of awareness as well. Um, Sometimes this is why we're talking, right? So the importance
Yeah,
of
yeah.
using the right GTN. So right here. All right, quite good. So is there anything else I missed, or I missed to ask, or we missed talking?
I guess the rise of specialist and category focused marketplaces is interesting. So we're seeing rapid growth in retail owned marketplaces. So you're seeing B&Q and Tesco launch into the market as well. And then more category specific platforms across fashion, home, beauty, and even refurbished goods. So it means UK sellers have a lot more channels than ever to sell on, with different operating models and often different requirements and things, especially around structured data. So I guess if you set yourself up well in the beginning with structured data, it makes it much more easier. And in terms of, yeah, Google, again, kind of working with these marketplaces and using that structured data and the GTIN to drive more impressions and high conversion rates. So I feel like Google Ads moving across these marketplaces is something quite new. Google Ads was something that you was a bit separate to marketplaces for a long time, but yeah, you're really starting to see them make a difference now in terms of sales.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Thank you, Emma, for talking to us about the trends for 2026 for marketplace sellers. So, if somebody wants to talk to you, about the GTs, and sometimes they have got a question whether they should even get one. So, where's the best place to find you, Emma?
Yeah, so we have a really nice, great customer service team at GS1. So if you go onto the website, they'll be able to answer most questions. But you can look me up on LinkedIn as well. And if you have anything really specific marketplace related, yeah, just reach out. We love to hear about all your issues and problems, and we like to keep up to date with what's happening for brands and in the market as well.
Excellent. Thank you again, Emma, for your time. I'll speak to you soon. All the best for now.
Oh, thank you so much, Prabhat. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.